Hello. Welcome to my yacht. Yes, it's Wednesdays with Wendell Live. So glad you could make it. Yes, so here you are, Wednesdays with Wendell Live. Let me put my drink down. Hold on a second. It's a little rocky up here on the boat. Hey, so tonight we're talking about Yacht Rock, the whole genre of Yacht Rock, that music of the yuppies of the 80s, early to mid 80s. We're going to talk about what is Yacht Rock, what makes a song rock Yacht Rock, who are the popular not the audience, but who's the popular singers, where's the genre today, and a lot more. Of course, we're going to sing some songs. We're going to have some karaoke for you. And enough of that. Let's get started. So grab your bubbly, get your skipper's hat, and grab the female with a fake tan, and let's get this show on the road. Let's get going, right? Oh, boy. So I want to thank everybody for coming by. Let me take a look real quick and see who stopped by. Oh, boy. Ooh. Hold on a second there. Ooh. It's a little... it's a little rocky. So let's see here. Anybody here? New Orleans girl. Great to have you. Thank you. Hey, Rick. Thanks for stopping by. Glad to see you. Give you something to think about tonight. Oh, by the way, my show tonight has been officially certified by the CDC as an official entertainment venue that you don't have to go outside for and catch the coronavirus. So this is a good reason to stay inside. Come inside, stay inside and watch my show, all approved by the CDC. So there you go. Get back to my... What have I been up to? I just got back from San Diego. I took a long boat from San Diego. Was there for a little while. My daughter Madeline and her boyfriend Devin just moved out there. Madeline is looking for a fashion design job out there. So if anyone knows of a fashion design job, please let me know, especially in the LA area. Okay. Let's see, what else have I been doing? I just posted a song, You Got Me Rockin', a song by the Rolling Stones. I posted that about a week ago. It's not doing very well. I got about 55 views. I guess maybe the rock genre from the 90s isn't catching on right now. But if you haven't seen it, go take a watch. I could use a few more views. I'm home now for a little while. I'm going to head off to Maine next week. I got some work I got to do up there in Maine, so we're going to do that. Tomorrow night, me and my other daughter, Emma, we're going to the Cosmic Cocktail Party at the American Visionary Museum here in Baltimore. That ought to be fun. Looking forward to that. Went last year. It's a lot of fun. So I get to see Emma also. So, and you know what? It's March, and so you know what that means? Time to start working in the yard pretty soon. And oh, by the way, here's your public service announcement. This Sunday morning, wake up around 2 o'clock. You got to set your clock ahead of time. to 3. I know there's a lot of people who do that. They don't do it before they go to bed. They get up at 2, set it ahead. So we're going to get some more light pretty soon. So good. Hey, Brad, glad to see you. I see Brad stop by. Let me make sure if I missed anybody else. All the way from Australia. You haven't moved yet, I guess. I hear you told me you're moving to either Sydney, I think, or Brisbane. So I'm looking forward to your move, so I can come visit you in Sydney or Brisbane, because I haven't got up to Darwin, but you're leaving, so I can't get up there right now. But so there we go. Well, I want to talk a little bit about what is yacht rock music. You know, I get people looking at me going, "What in the hell is yacht rock?" Well, let me tell you one thing. Yacht rock has done for me is teach me how to spell yacht. Okay, so. That's the one thing yacht rock has done for me, is helped me learn how to spell yacht. But look, yacht rock was a music that really started in Southern California. It was most popular in the late 70s and the early 80s, like around 76 to 84. And the term, they call it yacht rock, but originally it was called the West Coast Sound, or also you might have heard this is called the adult-oriented rock. Sounds like, you know, music from some X-rated show, but adult-oriented rock is another name for it also. Its style was intended to mean like some mellow music. It was the early yuppies that enjoyed this music, sipping their champagne on their little sailboat out in Southern California. And enjoying all the sun. Some of the traits, it's highly produced. There's a lot of production to it. There's some clean vocals. There's a focus on light and catchy melodies, which you'll see if you haven't heard that. But how did the term yacht rock come around? Well, what happened was that in 2005, there was this online, meaning YouTube, there was this online series that had about 12 episodes. And if you Google it, you'll still find it, called Yacht Rock. And what it was a short, what would you call it? Comedy. It was a parody, really, of these soft rock artists of the 70s and the 80s. And it's pretty low budget. It's rather humorous. So if you get a chance, Google it, watch it. But that's how the term yacht rock got started, because they started playing this music, this type of music. As it was really associated with that Southern California sailing community. But even though the excesses of the 80s are gone, which I personally experienced, the specter of yacht rock still rocks on. So it's still around out there. So let's just have a look real quick. Say hello to folks in the chat. Let me know how things are going. Last time we had a little problem with the buffering. I think I sort of fixed that. Let's see if that is. I've also done a little different. I'm doing a little different with the sound today, and hopefully we can get that to work right too. Let's see. Anybody else on there right now that we haven't welcomed? Nope, but we're glad you're here. Glad you could come. And with that, we're going to get started on our on the first song here. Let me see if I can find it. I do need to get a drink before we get started. I mean, what a perfect way to start the spring. I know, Brad, it's winter's ending for you, but it's our spring here, and it's boat season. One of the, a second. One of the more popular singers from this era was a guy named Robbie Dupree. He didn't have a lot of hit songs, but he had this one song that's pretty much the poster child for yacht rock. It was called Steal Away. Came out in 1980. It was number 5 on the adult contemporary charts. Some people think he stole this song from What a Fool Believes. It was a big hit in the summer of the 80s. And if I remember right, he didn't have much else after this. Woman, and hold me just like you told me. Then show me what I want to know.
Why don't we steal away into the night? I know it ain't right. Don't tease me. Why don't you please me? Then show me what you came here for. Why don't we steal away? Why don't we steal away into the night? I know it ain't right. Into the night, baby. Make it tonight. Ooh. Ooh. I caught you glancing my way, and I know what you're after. Chances tonight. Why don't we steal away? Why don't we steal away? Why don't we steal away? Why don't we steal away into the night? I know it ain't right. Into the night. I know it ain't right. Why don't we steal away? I know it ain't right. Into the night, baby. Don't we steal away? Make it tonight. Why don't we steal away? Yeah, Robbie Dupree, Steal Away, 1980. All right, let's put this guy away for a second.
There, I have to turn my other mic on. Ooh. All right, hope you like that. As I said, Robbie Dupree, pretty much, as I said, I may have said this earlier, pretty much the poster child song for yacht rock music. But that's where we go. Okay, so let me have a look real quick, see if anybody else has joined us real quick. So there we go. Okay, we're good. All right, so we're all good. We'll just keep on keeping on, as they say. So what makes a song yacht rock? Well, forgot what does make a song yacht rock. Well, because not all music from the 70s and 80s is soft rock or yacht rock music. Even not all the soft rock music is. In fact, there's guidelines. They have guidelines put out on what makes yacht rock. So what are they? Here they are. They have lyrical themes that are tended towards broken-hearted, foolish men, which there's a lot of those. It's got to be produced in the 70s and 80s. It's got to keep it smooth, even when it grooves, as they say. There's more emphasis on the melody than there is on the beat. I got to keep the emotions light, even when the sentimental stuff turns sad. It's got to be catchy. It's got to be tangible jazz, maybe some R&B in there. So somebody's put these together. So it's amazing. But yacht rock was not a dedicated movement. It wasn't a dedicated movement of artists and musicians, all working towards a common goal. There are some musicians, though, that are associated with yacht rock more than other musicians. For example, the king of yacht rock is Michael McDonald. That's right. How did you know that? Oh, hold on. Somebody says we gotta. Well, do the best I can. So, so Michael McDonald's and also Kenny Loggins and the Doobie Brothers. So other popular artists were Kenny Loggins, Chris Cross, and Toto. Oh, by the way, if you're having trouble with the sound, see if refreshing helps. That's right now all I can do. So see if there's something else we can do. If not, I'll fix that next time. So also, some of these artists, they work together. They worked on each other's songs. And if you look at their liner notes from the time, their names would show up on each other's albums, helping out in liner notes. There's really nobody captaining or no captain of this yacht rock movement. It was largely just a 21st century projection of a 20th century style of music. Now, a group that was very popular with the yacht rock folks, let me see if I can find them here, was Hall & Oates. And they're one of the most popular duos in music history. They produced some of the best stuff was produced in the 70s and the 80s. They're known for their 6 hits, which is Rich Girl, Kiss on My List, Private Eyes, I Can't Go For That. And hold on, I got to turn my page here, my notes. Man Eater and Out of Touch. So they had 34 singles chart. Amazing. 7 platinum albums, 6 gold albums. And Billboard named them the most successful duo of the rock era, even surpassing the Everly Brothers. So a little bit about Hall & Oates. Now, we're going to do that, but we're going to do a song from Hall & Oates. But just wanted to just check and see, are things better? Are we out of sync? Is the sound out of sync? Somebody had mentioned that the sound was out of sync. And as I said, I'm not smart enough to fix that right now. So I have to fix that later if it is. So if it is, Jack says it's all sounding good. Okay, thanks, Jack. Jack, and thank you for stopping by. Glad to see you. Glad you stopped by. Learn all about what makes a song a yacht rock song. But let's switch on over.
Move up, bring my little microphone guy back. And howdy from Texas. Yeah, howdy from Texas. Glad to have you, Jack. Hopefully you didn't get caught up on all of that storms that were out there. Hold on. Okay, so sorry, Brad. We'll see what we can do here on my end. Best we can do. Sorry. And where was I? Okay, so another song. As I said, Hall & Oates, they did a song called Kiss on My List. Came out in 1980. It was their second #1 hit. Came out after Rich Girl in 1977. This song was originally written to be sung by a friend of Daryl Hall. And he did a test song of this, or what I guess you'd call it like a learning track. So this female friend of his could sing the song, knew how to sing the song. Well, his producer heard this sample recording, so to speak, and he says, no, you're going to sing this song. So it ended up being one that Hall & Oates ended up doing. And it was one of the first videos shown, on day one of MTV. Always liked this song. Hold on to the boat here. My friends wonder why I call you all the time. What can I say? I don't feel the need to give such secrets away. You need help, though I know I'm right. All right. I'm just better off never listening to friends' advice. But if you insist on knowing the bliss I'll tell them this. If you want to know what the reason is, I only smile when I lie, and I'll tell them why. Your kiss is on my list. Your kiss is on my list, because your kiss is on my list of the best things in life. Your kiss is on my list. Your kiss I can't resist, because your kiss is what I miss when I turn out the light. I go crazy wondering what there is to really see. Did the nighttime take up your time? 'Cause it means more to me. So I forget what I'm doing, I forget what I want. Regret what I've done, regret you, I couldn't go on. If you insist on knowing the bliss, I'll tell them this. If you want to know what the reason is, I only smile when I lie, and I'll tell them why. Because your kiss is on my list. Oh. Your kiss I can't resist. Kiss is on my list of the best things in life. Your kiss is on my list. Your kiss I can't resist, because your kiss is what I miss when I turn out the light. Your kiss is on my list. Your kiss is on my list, because your kiss is on my list of the best things in life. Your kiss is on my list. Your kiss I can't resist. This is what I miss. Well, the best things in life. Yeah, Hall & Oates, Kiss on My List. Okay, some of that miss up there was me, so if you thought we were out of sync, no, it was me screwing up on the words. But that's all right. That's what this is all about, just having a good time. And I'm just checking the chat real quick. Excellent. Okay, I think we're up to speed. All right, so there was another group that is associated with the Yacht Rock movement, and that group is called Atlantic Rhythm Section. Now, Atlantic Rhythm Section started off as a session band in a studio outside of Atlanta. So, well, how do you think they got their name? It was made up of former members of a band called Candyman, and Classics 4, two guys from Classics 4. And after playing together for a while in the studio, they decided to start their own band. Now, they never really reached a lot of commercial success of the other Southern bands, because they really came from Atlanta, as like I said, Southern, you could call it Southern rock. But they did have a strong following. Had a number of very popular songs, such as Imaginary Lover, if you remember that song, I'm Not Going to Let It Bother Me Tonight, Champagne Jam, So Into You, and also the remake of the Classics 4 hit, Spooky. Somewhere we found this one, yeah. So this is, if you haven't seen this one on my channel, this is my little song, Spooky, that I did. As I said, it was by the Atlantic Rhythm Section. Sometimes they call themselves ARS. Came out in 1979. This version did. Now, the original one came out in the late 60s. This came out about number 17 in the end on the Billboard charts. It was originally released as a instrumental in 1967, and then the Classics 4 grabbed it and put lyrics to it, and released it as their version. It came out in 1968. And as you would think right now, it has become a Halloween classic. I mean, for whatever reason, Spooky has become a very popular song during the Halloween time. So.
And if a fella looks at you, it's for sure your little eye will be a win.
Yeah, always enjoyed this song.
I get confused.
I can't remember the words myself.
I stand and then you smile.
And hold my hand. Love is kind of crazy with a spooky little girl like you. So this was one of my very first videos. I was still learning how to do editing. I had no idea what to put in for the videos, and I found some of this old cartoon or old circus video, and I said, all right, let's just throw that in there, give something for people to laugh at. It had nothing to do with the song Spooky, because I wasn't really sure what to put in together there, and it all worked out. It's a great song, and it's got this nice guy in there singing. I know him very well. So. And for some reason, he's always drinking. I don't know what that's all about.
If you decide someday to stop this little game,
Your disc is on my lips. I love it. I was thinking of doing a show of songs with misinterpreted lyrics, so we might be doing that sometime soon.
just like the ghost,
Hopefully you're not too
haunting my dreams.
screwed up with this echo. But
On Halloween, baby, love is kind of crazy with a spooky little girl like you.
spooky. All right. So Yacht Rock.
All right, I say.
So Yacht Rock gets a little. Let me change it here. I'll change on the mics for you again, so you don't have to listen.
That echo all the time. So, Yacht Rock, there are some people who just disrespect it. They just don't like the style. They don't like the music. They just it can't get any respect, as they say. It didn't start off with a lot of fans, and it's generally been reserved for. Right now, Yacht Rock's had been reserved for like themed parties or the triple-digit satellite stations. Some people think it's just too commercial. They don't like it because it's very commercial. But it evolved through the 70s, and it really drew on its various elements from the established bands that were, what's the right word, playing this style of music. They were not, although the inspiration for the music was really diverse, the musicians were not. They were pretty much white guys singing. So most of the Yacht Rock is from white guys singing, typically from the California area. And there's their own blend of funk and jazz, reggae, rock and roll, tried all mixed together. Really a lot of emphasis, as I said earlier, on instrumentation and production. They did a lot of experimentation with synthesizers and reverb drums also. But let me ask you, who is the ultimate beach artist? That's right, Jimmy Buffett. Okay, this guy, his music is known for the lifestyle of living on an island, living the lifestyle or the life of the beach bum. Now, this beach bum persona he has made him one of the richest musicians in the United States. His net worth is over $550 million. And that was before the crash, okay? Because these numbers came out before the crash. So not the crash, but the little hiccup we had earlier this week. He really calls it his drunken Caribbean rock and roll music. But also sometimes he refers it to as golf and Western music, because sometimes he started off as a country singer, and so he's combined some of his country styles with the Caribbean style music. And you'll like this, Noggy. You'll like this. Is that, as I said, his music career started off as a country artist, but he frequently was busking in New Orleans. That's really got some of his start. And a fellow country singer took him to Key West, and he ended up moving there and just playing for drinks. So he combined all this country, folk music, calypso, pop music together, and came out with some coastal tropical tunes that really have hit off. His mentor and one of his friends was Jim Croce. And when Jim Croce died in a plane accident, ABC Records asked Jimmy Buffett if he would take his spot in their record company. So, and the rest is history. He's 73 years old today. He still does concerts. Doesn't do as many concerts as he used to. Does about 20 to 30 concerts a year, but still does a lot of concerts. And as you know, there's a whole group out there who call themselves the Parrot Heads. So let me switch over here a second, because you know what?
This is the karaoke part of the show, because I know you've been waiting to sing. Since I can't get the words, you can't follow me, at least not tonight for some reason. But that's all right. But no, so tonight, Jimmy Buffett, you can sing along. The words are going to be up, or trust me. That's where I want to be, Margaritaville. Sing along. Nibbling on sponge cake, watching the sun bake. All of those tourists covered with oil, strumming my six string on my front porch swing. Smell those shrimp, they're beginning to boil. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. Don't know the reason I stay here all season. Nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. But it's a real beauty, a Mexican cutie. How it got here, I haven't a clue. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame. Now I think, hell, it could be my fault. Blew out my flip-flop, stepped on a pop-top, cut my heel, had to cruise on back home. But there's booze in the blender, and soon it will render. That frozen concoction that helps me hang on. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault. Yes, and some people claim that there's a woman to blame, and I know it's my own damn fault. Yeah, Jimmy Buffett, Margaritaville. Okay, hold on a second.
All right, let me just check, see how things are going on the chat. Stepped on a Pop-Tart. That's right. It's a Pop-Top. Stepped on a cow plop. There. Brad, where do you come up with these, man? These are all new to me. I had not heard these before. Although the tune is covered with oil. You got a whole new set of lyrics for this. I should have talked to you about this song ahead of time, and we could have redone the lyrics on this. That's what the kids thought they were. Oh, that's what your siblings thought they were. I love it. Had a little hiccup there. Sorry about that. But that's what happens when we're live. You know, I go by the channel Wendell Live. This is truly live. So, you know, we make a mistake, we make a mistake. That's what live music is all about. Oh, yes. So, coming into the last section here, our last segment. So, where is Yacht Rock now? I mean, I've talked to you a little bit about what it is, how it got started. If you want to go watch that Yacht Rock series on YouTube, you can go watch that. I get a few yucks out of it. It didn't get respect, and now it's a little more respected than it used to be. But where is it today? Well, it's really taken off. It's got a life of its own. Everyone from MTV, Spotify, Sirius, they've created Yacht Rock content. As a matter of fact, Sirius used to have Yacht Rock just in the summertime. I can get it year round now. So on my Sirius, I can get Yacht Rock all year round. So you can get that. It's also listed as a genre on Spotify and Pandora. There's also been a number of 21st century, meaning newer bands who've been taking up the Yacht Rock banner. There's actually a band out there called the Yacht Rock Review. They're touring across the country. And they do national tours. They just play yacht rock music. There's also, there's an annual Yacht Rock Revival concert. And the Yacht Rock Review Band at this review concert invites band members, some from the original songs, to come up on stage and sing the songs with them. So that's rather clever, I think. Also, there's even a book of history. There's even a guy who wrote a book of history on this genre. The book is called The Yacht Rock Book, The Oral History of Soft, Smooth Sounds of the 70s and 80s. So some person actually wrote a book on yacht rock and the history of it. There's also some new bands out there, as I said. There's a band called Vampire Weekend, another one called Foxy Jen, and then an artist named Carly Rae Jepsen. They're all doing yacht rock music, newer yacht rock music. If you remember Sugar Ray, he thought he disappeared. 2019, Sugar Ray came out with another album, and they got a song on there called Little Yachty, which pays homage to Yacht Rock. So it's not gone. It hasn't gone away. As a matter of fact, it's getting bigger. And I forgot to mention on Sugar Ray, they also did a cover of Rupert Holmes' song Escape, or also known as the Pina Colada song. The Pina Colada song is like the torchbearer of all things yacht rock. It's like one of the most popular yacht rock songs out there. So yacht rock hasn't gone away. It's here to stay. And as a matter of fact, I do enjoy it. I'll put it on at home here sometimes. Just see if there's anybody else in the chat we're going to be talking to. So we got one more song to do. Then we'll head on out of here.
Let you guys get back to work because I know Jones of Darwin is probably at work right now, but I won't say that too loud so he doesn't get in trouble. Probably has his earphones on. So there's a band called Ace. They had a much longer name at one time, but they cut it short, ended up calling it Ace. And they did a song called How Long. It was a British group, came out in 1975. It was number 3 in the Hot 100 charts. And if you listen to the song before basically goes on, how long has this been going on? People think this is a song about, adultery or something. But no, in fact, what it was about was Paul Carrack, who was the lead singer of Ace, thought that found out that one of the other band players, the bassist as a matter of fact, was secretly working with another band. And so this song is all about, how long has this been going on? How long have you been working with this other band? So that's how the song came about. It's not about adultery, although people make it that way. Paul Carrack later became famous as the co-lead singer for Mike and the Mechanics, if you remember Mike and the Mechanics. The guy is 75 years old, and he's still performing. I've got hope ahead of me. I can still perform until I'm 75 at least. So this guy is still singing at 75. Well, we're going to do this song real quick called How Long? Again, another yacht rock favorite by this group called Ace. And this little version here is from their day with the Dave Clark Show. Ace and How Long? How long has this been going on? Has this been going on? Well, your friends and the fancy persuasion don't admit that it's part of a scheme. But I can't help but have my suspicions, 'cause I ain't quite as dumb as I seem. Oh, they said that you were never pretending, make up the scene this way. But there ain't any use in pretending, it can happen to us any day. How long has this been going on? How long has this been going on? All your friends and the fancy persuasion don't admit that it's part of a scheme. But I can't help but have my suspicions, 'cause I ain't quite as dumb as I seem. Oh, Oh, you said that you were never pretending to break up our scene this way. But there ain't any use in pretending. It could happen to us any day. How long has this been going on? How long, yeah, how long has this been going on? How long has this been going on? How long has this been going on? Yeah. Ace, and how long? Oh, wow. So things go fast when you're singing. But let's hold on a second here. Ooh, let's get back on the boat. Ooh. Hey, I want to thank everybody who showed up. Joan Kings and Darwin, thank you. Noggy, thanks for coming by. Jack Lambert, I saw you were here earlier, so thank you for coming by. And Rick was here earlier, I think. I remember seeing Rick. Yeah, there he is. So thanks so much. Please smash that like button or that thumbs up, would you? I've got a new song coming out, new video coming out on Monday. It's a country tune, one of my favorites, as a matter of fact. And let's see what else. Hold on a second. There we go. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And I'd love to get your feedback and questions. Love to hear back from everybody who's participating in the chat or who sees this later on the replay. So please leave your feedback. Do you like the show? Do you like the format? Is there something else we should do? There are different things I should be working on. Is there some type of types of songs you'd like me to focus on? Obviously, we need to do one with misheard lyrics, so we'll have to do that. But please, like I said, please give me feedback. It's the only way I know what's going on and what you're thinking. So I'm hiding back here somewhere, but I know you can hear me. So the next show, March 18th. Come on by. Love to see you. You guys have a great week. And as I always say, if you can choose to be something, be kind. Thanks again for coming by. Bye-bye.